I wanted to talk about closing an organization, which is something most of us hopefully will never do, and it's not what you want to think about. My main point is that you need to treat it as a project and have somebody in charge so there's accountability and you have a timeline of tasks and regular check-ins and that sort of thing, because there are a lot of things to be done and they're important. You can hopefully start planning as soon as possible. I would encourage people to notify their audience or customers, the owners of the building, vendors, and services, and the post office as soon as you can, because people really want to help. And maybe if you sell cars or something, then it's bad news and people would quit coming to buy cars there or something. But if you work in a nonprofit organization, people are happy to help. So you're going to need to decide what to do with the electronic files, obviously, and physical files, furniture, equipment, stuff you have in the kitchen, everything. And so somebody needs to make an inventory of those things, and somebody needs to be in charge of dispositioning them. Some of the retention of paper files is required by law, like bank statements and things like that, and you need to get help with that if you don't have a controller or somebody who knows about that stuff. Of course, you can Google it and find out anything. You may need to arrange for movers to take away the furniture and stuff. Even if you're donating it, somebody has to get it out of the office because the building people are going to need it to be empty. You may need to shred paper files, and hopefully you can recycle a lot of stuff. If you are donating or recycling computers or selling computers, you need to shred those drives too, or wipe the drives. And you might need help doing that so that they're completely clean before you pass them on. There's a new nonprofit starting here in the Twin Cities. It's called freegeek.org, freegeektwincities.org, and they take computers and they take them all apart and put them all back together, and they donate them. And they're going to have a thrift store, and you can volunteer there and learn how to build stuff. And if you work a certain number of hours, you earn a computer. So it's really cool because there still are people in the world, we forget, that don't have computers, at home and that sort of thing. And people really need them. You need to plan for even just plain trash. That last week or whatever, there are going to be things, old 3-ring binders that don't open right anymore or whatever, and you can't just pile it up in the corner and leave it for the building people because that's really uncool. Those are the main things, and I don't think there's anything really unusual there. The bank accounts need to be closed, and that means you need to pay your vendors, get their invoices in maybe earlier than usual for that month or whatever, so that you can pay them, so that the bank account can be closed by the date. There's probably a firm date if you're literally dissolving legally.